What is up, YouTube? It is B-Dog here again, and we are going to continue where I was. I kind of got the idea of where I got cut off during the last recording, so we're just going to head straight there, and we're going to clear that out, and then do our thing, and do some more collecting, because we still got a bunch of stuff we got to collect before I head down to the underground caverns here in a minute. So let's hop to it. Should have cut me off like right about here, but there's that save point straight up there, so that's where I decided to save it. But it's just so nice getting to just fly over top of everything. So nice. Then we covered how to get this secret, how to do this secret right here to unlock that secret door down low, which was down here, hidden behind this wall. So we're going to head up this way now. So we got up here. Oh, yep, these guys are a little bit tough, so we're not even going to bother with them. Waste of time and healing. I guess I'll use holy water. I've used the thunder daggers enough. There was a save point up here. See, I could have just ended the freaking recording right here. Oh my goodness gracious, what am I thinking? Boy, oh days, oh boy. I thought there was a save point up here, but I couldn't freaking remember 100%. Well, at least you now know you can come up here, and if you've been following along with the videos, you should have everything I currently have, and you can just come up here and go ahead and save it here. Let's go ahead and get this. Ooh, daggers. I'd rather have daggers. Alright. So, Holy Mail definitely raises our defense, so we're going to definitely want that. And we are getting close to the Salem witches, I think they are. I think that's what they're called. I think they're called, well, they're witches basically, but I think they're just called Salem or something like that. But there are a different witch monster in here that you gotta fight, and they turn into cats and run from you. Don't worry, we'll be going through these guys once I get that other sword. But for now, we're just going to skip over them because I don't need to waste my time with them. I like how these bloody zombies are down there just trying to swing at me even though I'm like way above their head. It's pretty funny. But we're back here. If you don't kill him while he's down, he does kind of enter a rage state. And he will hurt. But once you get that, if you want to use the crosses, you can use them up here. But to use one of these crosses, it takes 100 hearts. So we're not going to use that right yet. But we are heading up here to grab this. Okay, we got Power of Wolf and we got a life max up. Now I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this gives you the sprint. Yep. Oh, I was trying to jump up there, it didn't work. I got pretty far though. So, plus All right, so that gray area that we see down there below, like right where it's blue and then it's gray, that isn't going to be too much of an issue because we will circle around once we go into the underground cavern and come back up through that way anyway. So, but we do need to head toward the first boss fight. So we're going to not take the shortcut. We're going to head straight to the first boss fight, the very first one where you fought them two guys. Oh, look, there you go. Yeah, he dropped the Zircon, which is not a drop he usually does. But with the Jewel Sword, he will drop them. All right, bud. Yeah, how you like them apples? All right, now there is a secret up there. So we're going to go ahead and head up that way first, since we're here. And we got the bat, so we can do that now. Basically here, you can just pick up any of these items you want, which you already know what I'm going for. Yep. The axes. Those are my favorite ones to use. And we get Skill of a Wolf, which allows you, I believe, to do the Wolf Charge spell. So see how he did that little short range dash and it uses magic? That's one of your magic spells that you get. Right there. The only way you can get it is if you have the Skill of a Wolf, I believe. Isn't that one we just got, or was it the Power of a Wolf? That was the Skill of a Wolf, yeah. So you need this. Special move is Wolf. If you don't have this, you can't do the Wolf Charge. But it's not all that great. The Wing Smash is way better for the bat, but we got to get the right things for it. At least I don't think you can do it now. But basically what you want to do is you want to hold X, like your jump button. Then you want to go up, swing it around, and then kind of just do like a half circle kind of type deal. And then it shoots you forward. But we don't have no upgrades for the bat, so I don't think we can do it as of right now. There it goes. There's the Wing Smash. Okay, so I guess you don't need any upgrades. So, yeah. That question mark is basically your jump. So, it'll be X on PlayStation, and it's going to be A on your Xbox controller. So, you hold that, and then you just go up, and you just do that rotation, and then you let off, and then you hit attack. I believe it's attack. Let me double check. Pretty sure it's attack. Or jump. It might be jump. No, you just let off of it, and then you hit it again. So, yep, that's basically it. That's the Wing Smash. So we almost got all the spells in the game. So that's a plus. We have his fairy following us around, but there's a couple more familiars, and one of the familiars, which is my personal favorite on here, is the sword familiar. And once you get him so high of a level, he'll actually turn into a weapon that you can wield and attack with. And depending on how high of a level you got him, he will do pretty good damage. Like even better damage than most of your stronger weapons toward the late game. So but as you see, I got poison, and then the fairy kind of just used one of my antidotes and healed me from the poison. So she does that basically. You can find like certain items. She's like a support character in here, more or less. She don't attack. She don't do damage. But she will follow you around. And if you have like a hammer, if you get turned to stone, she'll take the hammer and smash the stone and break you free from it. If you're poisoned and you have an antidote, she'll take the antidote and use it on you out of your inventory so you heal. And then you can get a life apple. So whenever you die, if you do die through this playthrough, she'll instantly resurrect you. And I don't remember if that's all of them or if there's more. But yeah, fun little thing there. So we could head over there, but I want to go get that first. So then we'll head over that way and I'll get that unlocked. But the nifty little thing about the wing smash is it kind of gets you going pretty decently far. It's just a quicker way to traverse over the areas, cover more ground quicker as opposed to just running. But here is the bat card. Now that will replace the fairy with a little bat that follows you around. Okay, just like in the game. But funny thing is, whenever you're Alucard, the bat won't do nothing. It'll just kind of float around and it'll attack and stuff. But if you turn into a bat, you see its heart popped up and then it kind of follows you. Don't know if it can do the wing smash or not, so we're going to find out. No, so it cannot do wing smash. And then once you turn back into Alucard again, it'll get a little question mark like, hey, where'd my girl go? Where'd my female bat go? You know, kind of thing. Even though it's all not a female bat, but pretty fun little things they add in here.
You can count on me.
Oh, I know I can. All right, so what we're going to do is we're not going to go all the way back up through the top there. I mean, I can and then swing around the clock tower. Yeah, we could probably do that because there's a couple more secrets I want to get over that way. So, yeah, we'll probably do that. And before we head down to the underground cavern and then the catacombs. So we're going to head over to the Royal Chapel and we're going to collect some stuff. So it comes down to basically your bat is one of the main items you want to get before you go around and collect the rest of the stuff that you couldn't before. Like the Mystic Pendant and all those little gray squares, we will have all those clear eventually. Well, we got a Magic Missile, we got a Mystic Pendant. You just kind of fly up, keep checking your map. That's why I keep checking it to make sure I'm marking that square off. Because for the 200.6% completion, you need to have every black square blue, and that basically shows you covered every inch of the map. So we just got the Ankh of Life, which I'll show you what all these items do after I finish collecting this stuff. I believe the Mystic Pendant is a really good item, if I remember correctly, because I think it does boost your stats, but there is a better one. It's the Moonstone Pendant. It basically raises all your stats too, like after the sun goes down, which you can't really tell if the sun's down or up. You just kind of gotta look at it and see. But we got the Morning Star now. So, yep. So what they want you to, I think what they want you to do originally is to get the double jump and then come back down through this way. So you can get this. That's why it's a little bit weaker than the Jewel Sword I have and the Jewel Knuckles. But, it's whatever. Alright, so basically the Mystic Pendant just increases our magic power restoration. So, and then this improves your healing item power. So anytime you use like a potion or stuff, it basically increases your healing from that item. But we'll just put them both on for right now because I don't have nothing else. But you can see my like magic's recharging a little bit quicker in the top left there. That's because I have the pendant on. So it's a very good item for that. And again, if you didn't jump over here like I did, which I could show you again if I can do it, probably not. But yeah, you basically want to just run toward the edge till you almost start falling and then jump so you don't hit that roof. But if you don't do it that way, you can just take your bat, fly up there, and get the goggles. Either one. Okay, so now, what is in that room? I'm trying to remember what's in that room. Is that the exit from the one area? Because this one takes you to the catacombs. I do know that, which we can go in there and grab that one item that's hidden in there. So let's go ahead and just grab that real quick while we're here. Let me see. It was over and then up. Okay. So you want to go over, then you want to jump up here. And then go this way. And since we destroyed that hole in the ceiling, it should just already be destroyed, so we can just fly up in there and grab whatever's in there. That's the one thing I hate about the jewel sword. It's so slow on attacking, dude. I just took way too much damage there. But you can use it on these weaker enemies and get some items. But right here's the hole we destroyed. So if you didn't see that in the other video or you destroyed it, you just basically need a sword and you just kind of double jump up here and keep hitting this until you break it. And then you can just fly straight up through with your bat. And this is the End Demon card. Trying to think which one that is. See, this is another new one they added in this bundle that you get. Okay, it's the one with the goofy face.
Hey!
Oh, it's a monkey.
How's everybody doing tonight? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You're my master? Not much of a looker, are ya? Well, we can't all be perfect. Off we go. Woo!
He's pretty funny. But you'll get another demon card. It looks like he has a monkey face. I'm assuming it's a monkey. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm assuming. Oh, we got a turquoise that time. Heck yeah. Nope. And then once we swing around to grab that other stuff that's over there, we'll go ahead and so they don't just drop the zircons, they drop turquoises and garnets, and you know, based on the gem you get like more money out of it. But it's all random. So that's why I got a zircon off of that guy before, and then I killed him again. I got a turquoise. We might as well do a soul steal here and heal. There we go. Get back to full health real quick. Alright, now... Dang it. Missed the jump. So, yeah, is this... let me think here. Where would this one lead to? I'm trying to think where this one comes out at. I think I have an idea of where it does. That little area in the middle there that's kind of blue, but it has like a blank space right after it. I'm pretty sure you circle up around there and then it takes you out here. So there's two different ways to get to the Royal Chapel. You gotta watch these freaking crows though, because they're annoying. Oh, Oh, okay. There you go, little demon dude. Stick him with your pitchfork or your little spear. Okay, but as you see, like, there's some black spots here and there, which we need to make sure we get all those clean, but sometimes they kind of glitch out like that, and sometimes it doesn't, like, actually uncover the area, even though I was over it just a second ago. So, like, fly into the wall, you know, fly over, go back, try to, like, get it to clear, but sometimes it won't, especially in this bundle. So you'll just have to kind of just go back, double check your map, and then go back over there and try to get it to clear out. Oh, we got an aquamarine that time. Nice. Getting some rings. Be able to get that Joseph cloak before long. Another zircon. Oh, that's what it does. Okay, now that makes sense. How it says it converts damage to hearts. Any damage you take while wearing this cloak gives you a heart. That's what it does. I never really wore this cloak, per se, because I always did it kind of a different way from a lot of people. And actually ended up going to the underground cavern way before I was ready for it and fighting a harder boss, Scylla, down there. Yes, Scylla, like in Greek mythology, if you follow that. Am I full health yet? Yeah, okay. So I don't need to do another dark metamorphosis on them. Just kill them. Nope. Alright. So we're going to head up in here, but we're not going to go into that one room, because once I get to this area, you'll know if you watch the very first video where you fight Dracula. There's another video. Well, not another video, but the very first one that I did, where I beat Dracula without taking damage. So I get a little bit of a stat boost. Basically, a little bit of increased, more health and all that fun stuff. But we're about to be heading to that same area that we just did at the very start of this playthrough. And you don't want to go in there and fight the boss in that room just yet. Because you need a certain item. I mean, you can go in there and you can beat the boss and it ends the game automatically, but it gives you the bad ending. So there's a good ending and a bad ending. So the bad ending would be just going in there and fighting that boss, and then the game ends. It's just done. The good ending, you have to get a certain item and then fight that boss. So, don't kill that boss. Don't go in that room. Avoid it until you get the item that you need. Alright, so... Oh, we just picked up this one. Alright, so that is weaker. So we head up those ways, clear that area, and right here is where we started the game. But we were playing as Richter, but now we're Alucard. But the staircase is broke too now, so you can't walk up the staircase. So the only way to get over to that room would be to turn into a bat and fly over there. But straight up here is another secret right here. It's just a bunch of life maxes and stuff, and maybe a ghost card, but I can't remember because, like I said, they did change a lot of this from the original on PlayStation, because normally you go here and you get the ghost card. Okay, so they did keep that the same then. But they did move the sword familiar, and they added another fairy and then this guy that I got currently on there. So you just want to fall straight down. That'll clear that all that black spot. And right here, if you remember, I hit this when I started the playthrough, and there's a cross if you want it. But like I said, uses 100 hearts. I only got 126, so that would be a waste because I can only use it once. But you can come up here and collect some food. Same area I was just in with Richter when I first started the playthrough. Resist stone, resist dark, resist holy, and platinum mill. Which I believe platinum mill is weaker. Yes, it is. Than the holy mill. You can get this heart max right here. But as far as anything else, do not go into that room right there. We do not go in there yet. We will get there, but not right now. We need to get a certain item because we're going to do the good ending. And I would show you the bad ending and stuff, but I'm kind of on a time crunch. So with the recordings, they only allow me to do an hour. So I'm trying to get as much of... Okay. So these guys aren't normally this annoying. Yeah, wing smash, you mofo. As you can see, I just flew over this area and I'm still... It's still grayed out. It's gonna do that. You just gotta keep flying around that certain area until it just clears it. And sometimes, like if you see over there on the left where we had that one gray spot, it's clear now, it's blue. So we did get that cleared. Because sometimes it does take a little bit longer than normal to like mark it as blue that you visited that area before. But yeah, so only way you can get to this area is with the bat. And this should be the extend mist. Yeah. Which in the original it was called, I'm pretty sure it was called extend mist. But basically power of mist just allows us to just fly around like this. So we can just not get damaged at all. And oh, aquamarine. Yeah, give me that. Oh, now that area is completely clear. See? See? So we're going to head back up to this area. And we're going to... Is that a save point right there? Yeah, let's just hit the save point up really fast, get my magic up, because I know this boss in here isn't too bad. He's pretty easy to beat, honestly. But you ain't supposed to fight this boss, so you're supposed to go through a different way, which is basically from the outer wall where the library is located. You're supposed to come in through that way, but trying to get everything collected and do all this stuff, it's just easier to go this way and just beat the boss immediately as I enter this room. So that's what we're going to do. Which is this guy. So just keep hitting him. He'll keep flying up in the air. Every time you hit him, he just kind of keeps doing that. If you keep him like stun locked in this, he won't basically be able to damage you at all. Very easy boss. Each time you hit him, he just does that little backwards dodge thing, and you just keep hitting him, and then he can't do nothing. So there's a lot of hidden walls in this room. One's right there. I still don't remember exactly all of them, but I will try to remember all of them. But basically what you want to do is just try to check every single one of these walls. Every little wall you see like that, just try to hit it, because you're probably going to find an item, in all honesty. Then this guy's like, there's nothing back here. See him pointing? He's like, yeah, go this way. There ain't nothing here. But he's lying. Break this wall, head right through here. And we get the healing mail. Which, the healing mail, that basically restores your HP while you're walking. So you can throw that on if you're low on health, you don't want to use your heals. You can throw that on and just kind of run through the map, and it'll heal you as you're walking around. It'll just continually tick your health bar and heal you. So again, like I said, check all the walls. So that's a new enemy right there. They're not too bad. Just when you kill them, you think they're dead. They're not dead. You gotta hit them a couple more times. Oh, yes. Whew. Almost lost my axes there. I would have been so sad. Alright. See, now we're going to probably lose that item because I missed that. Yep, it's going to disappear. But it's okay. It's just one pot roasted. It ain't going to really do much for me. Will you turn around the other way so your sword doesn't hit me by sitting there? And okay, nothing up there. And we're good. All right. So that's that little area. This area has a lot of Medusa heads, and there is another secret door and a secret wall. I dropped my frickin' axes. Here's one of the hidden walls. We know these leaf armors, they're quite annoying. I'm telling you, man, it's always the littler guys, like the little monsters, not even the bosses, dude, that just feel like they do so much damage to you. I mean, granted, he's only hitting one, yeah, but still, like if there's enough of them, they will fuck you up very quick. Excuse my language. But they will mess you up pretty badly. But up here is this guy. This is the Cloak Knight. So if you're trying to basically farm up the Cloak Knight for his rare drop, which is the Heaven Sword, he's very annoying, as you can tell. And he keeps knocking me over here, so then he respawns. But basically, this is the guy that you farm up for 2 drops. I believe he drops a Flameberg, which is a 2-handed sword, kind of like the one that he spins around him and throws. And he also drops the Heaven Sword, which a lot of people said the Heaven Sword's the best sword in the game. I disagree. It is a pretty cool weapon, but it definitely is not the best. Oh man, I hate how annoying these people are. Let me clear this room out of these harpies real quick, and then I will show you the start of the next secret. Okay, so now we just got the Medusa heads that we gotta avoid, which are quite annoying. But basically, you see these little like gears right here that kind of stand out. You want to hit those until you hear them click. So I'm not going to talk over it so you can kind of hear it, you know, but you want to hit it until you hear a click sound. So. Okay, excuse me while I heal. Alright, you heard the little click right there? Click there. No, I do not want this item. Leave me alone, you stupid Medusa heads. Oh my god. As I said, these Medusa heads are weak, but they are the most annoying things in this game. One of the most annoying things. Okay, so there's two wheels here. We got them both to click. But basically, there's another room next to this one, and it'll open this gate right here. That's the only way you can get it, is if you hit all those gears. You gotta click. I think I heard it click. Oh my gosh, I hate those. And I believe that's the only two rooms that have them. Nope, still locked, so that one did not click yet. There it goes. There it is. Now it's open. You don't have to hit them in any particular order. You just got to basically hit them until you hear it click. And then once it clicks, then you're allowed to go through it. Where was my star flail? Okay, there it is. So that's about the same damage as the... So this does have a special attack. You can see it kind of barely. But it definitely has a faster attack than the Jewel Sword. But I like using the Jewel Sword, especially on these like weaker guys, just so I can farm up the rings that I need. So. Now that we got that, we don't need to fight any of these guys, so we're just going to bypass them. Oh yeah, give me that. No, I don't want that. Alright. I don't want that either. I'd rather have the daggers. Alright, so basically this just takes you down to this other area out this a big open area here. There's a few things out here, but if you go down here, it'll just take you to the bottom level of the exit. Which is right here. So I always start from up top here because there's platforms down below that if you stand on them for a little bit, they will collapse on you. So we're going to just fly up here. We're going to go over here. This is kind of what I like to do. It takes a little bit longer, but you got to get this whole map clear. As long as I get down to right there, and there's items right here, and you just fly back up, which I'm gonna have to fall down. Get that area clear. We'll get that lower part clear too, but this takes a little bit longer to just doing this, but you need it for the 200% completion. Just fly over and fly back up once you get over far enough right there. Yeah, I know this part's kind of boring. We're just kind of running through and collecting some stuff since we got the bat. But this is the area we were heading to in the first place, which is the fire of the bat. Which means now your bat can shoot fireballs. So he has an attack other than his wing smash that he can use. So we're going to go ahead and fall straight down. That'll clear that whole area out. So these platforms will fall. If you're quick enough, you can avoid them falling down too far. But there are items hidden underneath of some of these, as you'll see. Right here is one. I kind of want to go get that, but I kind of don't, but I'm going to. Yeah, because this big guy's down here. But yeah, that bridge will collapse. That other bridge will collapse. This one will collapse. Okay, bud. There we go. This one will collapse. And we got, oh yeah, axes, hallelujah. But basically, we're just gonna run back around this way. Just run straight underneath. That'll clear the rest of this out. And now we get the thing. See, because this is the way you're supposed to originally enter it from. It's from this door right here, which leads to the outer wall. Which we've all been here before, and you see as I walk through that little tunnel area there, it didn't mark that. It still did not mark it. So yeah, it might be a delay again, or I might have to walk back through it. It gets a little redundant, but you gotta complete all of it. So once you get all this map complete and get the other part of this game complete, map-wise, you'll get the 200% completion. And it'll definitely be worth it. But right now we got some rings, so we're going to head to the library. I could use a library card and teleport there, but I'm right here, and I gotta clear out another part of that area because for some reason it didn't unlock, but I'll do that probably off camera real quick. That's the only negative thing about the dual sword, it swings so slow. We will be coming back here again once I get that other item. So basically in that clock room where the clock is, where we use the clock item to make that statue move, there's another item straight up the middle, all the way up the top, that you need the bat form to get. And it's the only way you can get it. And then once you get the bat form, you have to come back here and use that item to get some secret items from the librarian. He has items that he won't sell you. The only way to get them is with that other item. So go ahead and mark that off. Just skip past all of these guys. No need to fight.
Young Master Alucard.
How about this?
Oh, we got 9 zircons. So we got 1,300.
Thank you.
We got 3 aquamarines,
Thank you.
1 turquoise, and 1 of those.
Thank you.
How about this?
We still need a little bit more coins to get the other cloak. Yeah, we need about 9,000. But that's a very good cloak. Thought we might have had it there, but guess we didn't. But if you see right here by the librarian, which it won't let you go over there, but you can see where his chair's sitting and there's a little hole in the bottom. That's what you'll use that other item for once we get it. Then I can head up to the top area up that one way and grab that. Hey, give me them Zarkons. I need all the money I can get. I would use a dual sword on him, but as you can tell, it doesn't really do much to him. So we got cursed, so we're going to need our uncursed, which I probably passed it. Yeah, right there. Okay. Thought I had my dual sword equipped, but I guess I didn't. But that'd be the area we head back to once we get that other item. Which we will get to that point. We got about 12 minutes left in this, so I'm going to try to head down to this item thing and get to the start of the first area, the other area that we are going to explore. But we have to go through the marble gallery. To get there. And we're not doing the underground cavern just yet, because, like I said, I'm just collecting items as I go. Oh, yeah. Oops, didn't want to kill him, but Whatever. You're quite annoying. It's always the little enemies, I'm telling you. Always the little enemies that are the most annoying. Which, that down there is the underground cavern. We don't need this because we already got that item. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is the actual direction you're supposed to go first, or if you're supposed to go to the underground cavern first, but this is the way I'm taking because I want to get that item, and since I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and clear out that other area. So you want to fly all the way up here? Get those 3 items. And this is the item we need for the librarian. But we're going to get the teleporter so I can fly, well, teleport over to this direction to the other area that we're going to clear in the next video. I just got to get to the save point first. Got a couple more aquamarines and a zircon. I had to clear that guy out. I remember I showed you this area and we ain't strong enough to fight these guys because they do hurt really bad. I mean, like, look at that guy's hammer. So we're just going to fly over top of them. They will try to chase you, but they can't come up this staircase here. So just fly all the way over here. And then we hit this teleporter room. Just so this area is unlocked. And we're down the bottom, so we don't want to be here. We want to be on the outer wall. So since we got that teleporter, we can just teleport right back up there after we go to the library and use these new boots that we got. Kind of give you a start of an idea of what I'm going to be doing with these boots, which is kind of simple. But I'll probably end up using the save here in the long library too, so you guys don't kind of lose track of where I'm at. If you remember where the save's at in here. If you don't, if you follow along, you already kind of have it unlocked, so all you got to do is look on your map and you see that red dot on your map in the area you are, that is where you need to go. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and right up here is the librarian. So now when you have the gravity boots, what you want to do is double jump, and when you double jump, you want to hit down, up, and jump again. So double jump, down, up, and then boom. Then you can just keep repeating it, just hit down as you're falling, then up once you start getting so far, and then you just kind of keep doing this until he drops all the items. Takes a minute. It's definitely a process. Oh, I missed that jump. But you keep doing this until he drops the Ring of Arcana, which is right there. And then the last item he drops is the Axe Lord armor, which I believe in the original PlayStation game, he dropped God's Garb. But that is an item you can pick up from just about anyone. Well, not anyone. There's a certain enemy you have to fight, but they're in another map, another part of the map, basically. But after you hit them for so much there, you just kind of wait until your magic goes back up. But this is the ring we need. So it increases rare item appearance. So that's the ring we're going to need when we're trying to find that sword that I was telling you about in the first video, which is, in my eyes, the best sword in this game. But you also will get another one of these rings, so you can carry 2 of them, so it increases your chances that more. And you can also farm up for the Heaven Sword and the Rune Sword and stuff like that, if you want to do that, which we might try to farm up a little bit of it, but we're just kind of trying to do a playthrough. But I will be trying to get that one sword, most definitely, for sure, 100% trying to get that sword, because it's my favorite, and it's the best one in the game, hands down. I mean, like, if you get this sword, you literally walk through bosses like they're nobodies, like they're flea men. I mean, yeah, they take a little bit more hits because they're bosses, of course, but you still kill them pretty quickly. Drop the Axe Lord armor. There it is. That's the last item we needed. So the Axe Lord armor is pretty cool, but it also kind of sucks. Basically, you put this on, you become an Axe Knight. So I'll show you what that looks like, and it does give you a little bit more of a damage. But this is your Axe Knight. This is what you turn into. And as you see, they attack very fast, but they can't jump very high. And they do decent amount of damage. But once you get hit like that and you get stun locked, yeah, it's game over. But you can't jump up there because of the armor. So we're going to go ahead and put our holy mail back on. And then we're going to head up toward the save room because the video is about to end, and I don't want to end the video like I did the last time without an outro kind of thing, you know? So we're just going to try to get through these guys smoothly as possible. Look at that. That's all the Mario I played when I was little. Just moving. And then you want to double jump up here and get rid of that guy real quick. So we basically have a minute left to do this recording. So I will probably let it continue just for the full hour because I feel like it's just a little bit better that way. I mean, I could end it now, but I get the gap a little bit longer, and I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk already. JK, it's cool. But yeah, so we got a lot of the items in this, a lot of the secrets in this area and stuff. We're going to be heading to a new area here before long, and then we're going to head to the underground caverns eventually and into the catacombs to get the rest of the items there. So that's what we're going to do in the next video. So thank you for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Everybody have a great day. Later.